Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. Just finished Leyton Orient 0, West Ham 0. I'll be on half the West Ham fan side. Half of us would have paid for the Northampton game. The other half paid for the Leyton Orient one. We got the short straw. Gonzo will be doing his review of the Northampton game tomorrow morning on the forum channel. But I'm going to discuss the Leyton Orient one. Now, obviously, disclaimer. We've got to get the disclaimer over and done with. I'm aware it's only a friendly. Things don't matter, results don't matter, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, the game itself, there was only two chances to speak of for West Ham, really. One was Youngster Silva. Should probably have done better, to be honest. It was tapping material stuff, hit straight at the goalkeeper. Take nothing away from the keeper. That was a really good save. Should have done better, needs to do better, especially if, given that you've been on loan to Greece and so on and so forth, David Moyes hasn't really seen much of you, Youngster Silva, that is. When you get your chance in a friendly like you have done today, bear in mind Moyes was at Leyton Orient, so Stuart Pearson, that was over at Northampton. David Moyes was at Leyton Orient. And this is why I wanted to watch this game, because I thought this might give us an indication of who David Moyes wants to see more of in terms of the youngsters. So we started off with three at the back. Baptiste was playing. I thought that was an interesting move. Harrison Ashby didn't really make too much of starting. Ben Johnson got in there as well. And Youngster Silva, I thought, right, okay, here's your chance to show David Moyes what you got. And I thought he was poor, to be honest with you. And I know I just said you can't read too much into player performances. But when I say that, I'm referring to Ogbonna, Creswell, Mark Noble, Michail Antonio, because they've got nothing to prove to the manager. David Moyes is not going to learn anything about Antonio against Leyton Orient. Even if he scores 5 goals, Moyes isn't going to learn anything new from him. Whereas with Youngster Silva, I thought he might learn something. He's maybe looking at Youngster Silva saying, well, come on then, what have you got? And I was a bit disappointed by him tonight, actually. He didn't play bad. It's hard. The problem is with friendlies, it's difficult to play bad, isn't it? Because the tempo's only so high. There's no yellow cards, there's no crunchy tackles, anything like that. It's difficult to play bad in a friendly. But I do think it is also easy to look good to some extent, because the last game I thought Jared Bowen looked like Messi for West Ham at the weekend when we played Dundee. Anyway, good chance for Fel Silva. The other one came to Michail Antonio across from Creswell, a bit of a half chance, diving header kind of thing, straight to the goalkeeper as well, but finished 0-0. There wasn't too much chances or anything like that. It was quite a boring game, actually. And the more interesting thing, most frustrating thing about the game was the guy's phone was pinging off all the time. Tell you what, I did feel a bit better. I did feel a bit better about the whole YouTube thing, because I watched the build-up show. They're there in front of the green screen, the two Leyton Orient boys, and it looked all right. But I thought, and I always thought, man, myself and Gonzo's build-up show is probably better than it. I mean, we didn't do one for tonight, but you know what I mean. Anyway, individual players. This is what I like to focus on for pre-season. Individual performances at the youngsters. So Baptiste started again. Thought he looked really good against Dundee on Friday. Looked good again tonight. He's composed with the ball. He dribbles out from the ball quite well. There's a lot to like about this guy. You forget he's 17 years old. You watch him, he looks ready almost. And it'll be a big test as to see when he's going to get the call up. But out of all the kids that we've got at the club right now, he's the one player you look at and you think, he's going to make it. He is going to make it. I think there's a big difference between him and Harrison Ashby, for example. I do think Baptiste looks really, really good. I think it is telling that Moyes has played him for a night. I could be wrong. I think he played him for the whole game against Dundee. He started him off in centre-back. Then he put him into centre midfield for a little bit. And tonight he's kept him on for 90 minutes again. Moyes has given Baptiste minutes. And that's interesting, because Harrison Ashby, for example, was taken off at half-time. Started with 3 at the back, and then at half-time he switched to 4 at the back. And he was one that made way. And Ben Johnson went into his natural right back position. Now, Ekwah was the player I thought looked good against Dundee. Tonight, it's a difficult performance to judge. I thought he looked good, really good at times, but I thought he was a bit sloppy. I thought he got a little bit, not cocky, but there's some of his passes were just a little bit lazy. But he looks very big, he looks physical, very athletic, covers plenty of the ground. And you just, when sometimes you just watch a player and you think, he looks good. He just looks good. The way he moves and stuff. Ekwah's got that. I don't know if anyone watches Dragon's Den, right? If you watch Dragon's Den, Deborah Meaden, sometimes she always says something comes on to the Dragon's Den And it makes her do that. And she doesn't know what it is, but it makes her do that. That's probably her thinking of all the money she's going to earn, but she rubs her fingernails or something. Anyway, Ekwah has got that for me. When I watched him against Dundee tonight, I thought there's something there. He's the right age, 19 years old, got him in from Chelsea in the summer. And I'm looking forward to seeing more of him, whether it's next week against Reading, against Brentford, against Celtic. I'm looking forward to seeing more of him, and hopefully we can see him in action in the competitive games. But there is something about him. Lazy passes tonight, but them aside, I thought he looked good. He imposed himself on the game. It was difficult for him in the second half because he brought on Potts at half-time. He started off alongside Noble, and then Potts came on and he went alongside Noble. Ekwah sort of had to push up a little bit, and I don't think he looked overly comfortable doing that role. He looks like more of a, well, we've got totally as a offensive midfielder. You could tell he looked a little bit out of sorts when he was trying to go forward with the ball and stuff. But I thought Potts looked good. What I liked about him was actually within 5 minutes, I think someone lost the ball, and he was there clapping, encouraging them to keep going and stuff. I quite like that. I thought Potts got about the pitch quite well when he came on as well. I spoke about Silva. I write down one or two of the players to speak about. Okay, the guy that was signed from Celtic, Ekwah, I think his name is. His first name's Armstrong. Armstrong Ekwah. I thought he looked good, I thought he looked good. Every time he got the ball, he looked direct. He looked like he wanted to run at Orient's defence. He was the one that was looking the liveliest, made a couple of good runs in the first half. He had about a half chance as well, a bit of a tame effort, straight at the keeper kind of thing. But I thought he looked creative off the ball, if that's even possible. He was making the runs, and when he did get on it, he was willing to stand his defender up, trying to take them on. He was passing with a little bit of zip. When you sometimes get soft passes, don't you? He was pinging them into his teammates' feet, saying, there you go, turn. There's the ball, go with it. I was impressed by him. He got taken off for Diallo, who we didn't really see much of, which is unfortunate because I was looking forward to seeing a bit of Diallo as well. But I thought Ekwah looked decent. I thought he looked decent. Just to touch on this one, from Smeagol, says Antonio injured. He went down. Must have been about 20 minutes into the first half. In the first half, that is 20 minutes maybe. He went down, and the physio come on, and then I don't know if he was just injured for the rest of the game, or he was just a bit not really bothered by the friendly or something. He wasn't great, Mikhail. But like I said at the very start, him, Noble, Ogbonna Creswell, from the team that I've just watched, there's no point in them giving 100%. I know some people want your players to give 100% friendlies. We've got a small squad. We've got a big campaign coming up. It's only the second friendly. I just rattled off 3 more friendlies we've got before we play Newcastle. There's no point to any of these players risking any sort of injury or fatigue or anything like that. You've just got to stay safe, I guess, is the first thing. But Antonio didn't look great tonight. Even when he was on the ball, he did his token shot, 30 yards out, 30 yards over the ball. We got one of them in the second half from Antonio. But he did look a little bit injured at times in the second half. I thought he was clutching his arm, but it was the opposite. He got seen to on the left arm. Then in the second half, I thought he was clutching his right arm for quite a period. So I don't know what's going on there with him. But all in all, a bit of a boring game. The commentary was rubbish. They're the most biased people I've ever heard, but so what? It's just a friendly, isn't it? But the microphone was rubbish for them. One guy was really loud, the other guy was really quiet. They got that sorted. Then the guy's phone was going. There was more entertainment away from the pitch than there was on the pitch tonight. That probably sums up the friendly that we've just witnessed. Wellstone says that Ekwah looks good. Looked good. He was poor. Players like no players coming out of safety. How not to react to a friendly, I think. Robert says that he thought Potts was good. Was Rice-Gask even runs like him? I thought he looked decent. There's somebody who's commenting about the Northampton game. I didn't watch it. Gonzo did watch it. He will have the review up tomorrow, and then I'll do a video with Gonzo about the friendlies and a bit of West Ham news that's going on kind of thing. But that's pretty much it for tonight, really. No. Our next friendly is on Wednesday against Reading. Some fans will be back. I think West Ham have got, I don't even know if we've got away tickets for that one. We've got 500 tickets for the Brentford game though, which is on the 31st on the Saturday. We've got 500 tickets for the away end then, so at least we'll get some fans back soon. But yeah, that's it. The youngsters look good. I haven't mentioned some of them. Harrison Ashby, Ben Johnson. there wasn't really much to say about them, to be honest with you. Bit of a boring friendly. I know you're thinking, what's the point in this review? But we're going to keep doing reviews for them. I'm going to disappear now. I'll be back tomorrow. I've got a couple of West Ham topic videos coming up that aren't just transfer rumours, which is good. So I shall see you tomorrow. Catch you in a bit.